Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. Well, we're going to do another Mother's Day mix. And this one, we're going to try to not complement the flowers. We're going to actually make them clash just a little bit. And the idea behind getting the flowers to clash is that it's going to accentuate the colors that we do have. So we're going to kind of change up this mix and use a dark color and a bright color, and that's going to make the muted bicolor white that we're going to be using stand out a bit more. Now, let's bring you on close so I can show you the plants we're going to use and kind of talk a little bit about them. All right, the first wonderful little plant that we're going to be using is one of Light Bio's new colored varieties. So this is a bioluminescent petunia, so it glows in the dark like this. So this is one of the few flowers, well, it's one of the only flowers, unless you're growing other Firefly Petunias, that you're going to see in the dark in your garden. So this is a bicolor, so it is a white and a pink. And this variety, as those blossoms get more UV light from the outside, they darken up and we get more bicolor or separation between the colors. We get white mixed in with the pink, and it's not just a solid pink. This is still a younger plant, so it's still putting on some age on it. So it's going to be just fine putting in with the other age plants. So they're all going to be about the same distance in their growth. These baskets are going to fill in as the summer goes on. So don't think that we're just going to stick with small plants here. We're going to make sure that they get plenty big. So we've got a fertilizer and watering regiment using the right types of soil that are going to help bring out the best in this plant. So this is the main star of the show, but by far it's not the only plant that we're going to be using. We're also going to be using this Superunia Persimmon. And this is going to be one of our brighter petunias in here. So it's going to really give a bright, intense color, which is going to help accentuate the lighter pink color. So we're in a way, we're kind of using a theory that if we kind of clash those colors, that the individual colors themselves will stand out. So there is our other petunia. And lastly, we're going to give it a darker background by using this Scaevola. This is Surdiva Blue Violet Improved. It seems to be a much denser growing Scaevola. Scaevola is also known as fan flower or half flower because the flowers look as if they were cut in half. This is a wonderful plant. Scaevola, when it was first released to the market, was quite a wild plant. It would trail 2 to 3 feet long, and they've done a lot of work in the last few years to take this plant and calm it down a little bit so that it's much more compact and less wild in the basket. So let's bring you on real close so you can see our container, and we will get to setting up this mix. Okay, so what we're going to be using for our potting media is Sunshine Mix number 4 by Sungrow. It's a new material potting media, so there's no more mulch in here. There's no bark dust in here. This is all brand new peat moss and perlite, and it is the perfect growing mix for the plants that we're going to be using. This is what my family used for many decades while we were growing, and we found our plants actually performed the best in this mix because of its formulation and the consistency in moisture all the way through all of the growing mixes. So we weren't having any soil mixes that were heavier than others due to inconsistencies in mulch. It also has a very low bacterial and pathogenic fungal load, so you're not going to have fungus that are really making your new plants struggle in here. Instead, they've inoculated this with beneficial mycelia, which is fungal spores that are going to work in combination with your plants to help keep them healthier. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this potted up. So this is our Firefly. It is the bicolor. We're supporting that by putting 2 fingers on either side and then making sure that we keep that root ball intact. We're not breaking that up or damaging that. We want to make sure that it is about an inch below the lip of the pot or the rim of the pot. That's going to allow a location for the water to collect as we water that so that you get enough water volume in that container so that it doesn't dry out, that it's able to soak all the way through on the first watering. Next, we're going to add in our Superunia Persimmon. And this is a decently rooted petunia. Yeah, look at those nice healthy roots there. So we're going to go ahead and put that opposite of our Firefly. So our light bio bicolor. Place that in there. We're going to put some soil around it to support it as we finish up this potting. Okay, so that is there. And then on this last side, we're going to put a little bit more media here to bring this other container up. And we are going to be adding in our Surdiva Blue Violet Improved. So same deal, supporting that, then adding that to our container. And we are spacing these evenly in this 12-inch round pot so that we make sure that we're not going to overcrowd it. 3 plants is going to be enough for this size container, especially because we want our petunias to be the real stars in here. So we're trying to give them enough volume of soil so that they can get their biggest, largest, and fullest. And if we put 4, though we can do that, these containers where they're going to be located and the weather conditions that we're in, they run the risk of drying out if we have too many plants in here. So we're going to kind of limit that as a way to save some moisture and some nutrition. So next, I'm just kind of putting some potting media around in the gaps around the plant. I'm not shoving it in, I'm gently placing it, and I'm making sure not to compact that. Okay, looks like we've got just about enough media here. It's going to sink down a little bit when we water it. As always, we want to take our tags and place them in the side of the container so that if we want to know what we planted in there at the end of the season, we can always refer back to our tags. All right, so we're going to go ahead and water this 3 times to make sure that that potting media absorbs just the right amount of moisture and gives our new plants the perfect start. So we're going to water it 3 times in about 15 minutes. So number 1 is this one. We're going to wait about 5 minutes. We're going to water it again. We'll wait another 5 minutes and water it again. So I guess that's really just 10 minutes. But that will give this planter the perfect start. And now all we need to do is go ahead and put this in place in our grow area. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add this to our beautiful steps here so that it can join the rest of the Firefly Petunia planters that we have here. And over the course of the summer, I'm going to give you regular updates of the containers that we've planted so that you get a chance to see not only how they are growing, but also as they get established, how they glow, because that's truly the reason why we are planting these petunias. There is plenty of variety of colors out there, but as far as glowing plants, there's only the petunias from Light Bio. So I hope that if you're enjoying this and you've got a Firefly Petunia of your own, or if you haven't, that you go out and get one from Home Depot or from Light Bio themselves. Home Depot has them both online, but also in select stores. You can find them in the garden center. I have found them here in our local garden center here in North Idaho. But if you are unable to locate them, go to Light Bio's website. It's www.light.bio. And on that website, you will find not only an ability to order those online and have them shipped directly to you, but you will also have the opportunity to use their retail locator, which will tell you what stores close to you carry the Firefly Petunias. Anyway, I hope that we have earned your subscription. I hope we have educated you and given you something to learn today. And if you do feel like you would like to support the channel, you can do that through our Patreon channel, which is patreon.com/agteacherthoughts. And, you know, as always, I hope you learned. I hope you enjoyed. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.